y'all. Welcome to Drea Dollars. This is a cash stuffing series. This is an overall financial wellness series that I have created for myself. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm thriving, and I'm saving. And if you're interested in my financial journey, what I do, what I don't do, what works for me, please stay tuned. I'll be right back. Y'all can't tell me nothing, because what I learned from my last video is not to put my hand in, because you see it shakes. So I'm going to swim. I'm not going to sink. We're going to swim. So with all that being said, I'm just so excited that you decided to join the second installment. Hopefully, if you've not watched the first one, after the second one, it'll make you want to go back and watch the first one. But we're going to be stuffing a grand total of $500. Now, $500 in 20s is going to go a long way and make for easy stuff. Was this intentional? No. Will I learn from my mistake? Yes. Because I went to the ATM machine and pulled this out without even thinking about the idea that I have to create different denominations. So I should have had a little sheet, a slip of paper telling the teller from the bank how much I want to take out and which specific denominations to take out. But that's mistake number one, but we learned from it. So we're going to put some 20s in our money tray. And we're going to start stuffing, and we're going to pretend these are 5s, 10s, 1s, 100s. That is not what it is today, but we will pretend. So first off, we have taupe. Taupe represents my variable expenses, aka variable expenses. My interpretation of variable expenses, just giving you some cash stuffing 101, are going to be expenses that happen more often than not, things that are going to be pulling from your wallet, weekly expenses, and it's just going to stuff. This has a bit of a priority over, say, my sinking funds, because this is stuff that I need to create a thriving lifestyle for myself for the week. Hey, thriving, I cannot. So with that being said, I have my little budget cheat sheet right here. We're gonna keep her to the side, maybe out of frame, but I'll talk you guys through this. Firstly, for gas is going to get a cool $40. $40 for gas. Yes, gas currently has 20 from the last time I stuffed, so 40 making 60 will work perfectly for me. If you have to stuff more or less, keep in mind, consider your route, consider plan your week ahead, plan your 2 weeks ahead. Do I have to pick up Tommy from football? Do I have to go across country to see my mother-in-law? Whatever it is, gas needs to make sure that you have more than enough, at least $10 or $20 more than what would be enough. And $40 is going to be more than enough for me this week. So 20 will go into the next week. I always want to be able to spill into the next week with something without depleting that specific envelope. So moving on to spending. Spending is going to get $60. Why spending is getting 60 is because I love to go get little odds and ends, toiletry items, girly things, and typically I'm on Amazon buying this stuff. So what we're trying to do is stop priming as much and just get back into the habit of going to our brick and mortar stores to get things. So spending is getting 40, and it could be just doesn't have to be toiletry. It could be whatever I need for that specific week. So I'm giving it 60. Now, spending currently I think has about 40 in there because I've not touched the funds from last week. So we've got $100 for spending. I'm so excited. So this will be cutesy for me this week. I might spend like 40 or 60 on it. I don't really need anything specifically pressing right now, but I might just want to go to the store, get a cute little flip-flop from Ross, something for the summer, whatever you need, whatever I need to get, and I don't feel bad about pulling from this. So next, as you guys can see, we have claws, baby. Yes, this is important to me. If you are a press-on girl, give me your links. Give me everything you need, because eventually I might go away from claws. But this is my self-care. It's so important for me to have my hands look nice, my feet look nice. My hair might look busted once in a blue, have it in my messy pony, but my claws are always going to be on point. So currently we have about 25 from the last time I stuffed. I've not pulled because I've recently had a fill-in. But we're going to put in a cute little $40 more to make sure that whenever I stuff the next time, I still have some left over to go into the week after the next stuff. So after that, that's going to have about $65. I don't know why I had to count like that, but $65 is going to be in claws. I'm so excited about that. So moving on to date night. You see this beautiful man, Abe Lincoln? No, we're not dating him, but we are dating him and his twins. Because right now, this hand is empty. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. You should be able to pour into yourself. There should be times where you can take yourself out. Go to the movies, go to the beach, go do some Topgolf, whatever. This is what this envelope is for. And currently, I have about $25 in this currently. So I'm going to put... What did I put for date? I don't think I separated date by accident on the budget sheet. But just because date is going to get 20, I might spin the block. Not with a man, but with a with going back and putting more in there. But I have 45 for date night for this week, which is cutesy. I don't mind it because I really want to go to the movies. Please do not judge me. I'm still the last person on the earth that has not seen Michael. I kind of didn't want to see it. Nothing against it because I'm familiar with Michael's story. I've seen Jackson Family, American Dream. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. Like, I know what it is about Michael's story, but I still want to go support because Michael is an icon. And from what I understand, I got some pretty positive reviews from people that I know that have seen it. So I might go get some popcorn, head to Texas Roadhouse, get me something to eat, you know, something cutesy. And the last but not least and very able expenses is going to be groceries. Now, I still have 40 from the last time I last time I stuffed. All my cooks out there, y'all probably thinking, baby, that's not even enough for a bell pepper. And you would be correct. But for me, because I'm now transitioning from a DoorDash diva into a grocery gal, I'm going to start stuffing and planning. And the last time I bought groceries and it lasted me for a week, I spent a cool 50, 60 on it. So I'm going to start getting back into that. I don't even want to talk about it just yet because it hurts my heart to give up DoorDash and cancel my subscription for right now. But we'll just stuff it in. I'll cry later in the car. So with that being said, I did 60, I got 40, I got 100 all together for groceries for this next week. I ain't mad at it. So let's put that in there. That closes out very. Let's go on over to Bluebell, aka my blue binder. She is going to be my low priority sinking, aka floating funds. Bluebell is one of my favorite binders out of the four because she's so pretty. Little Budgets hooked your girl up with this actual binder, and I'm gonna keep shouting out. Don't think she sponsors me. One day she'll be able to sponsor people. I believe that for her. But for Little Budgets, she created a whole insert suite, not just the binder. She gave me envelopes, which is so cute. And I love the fact that she personalized it based on what I requested. Tresses is the first envelope. Tresses is going to have to do with my hair. I'm on a natural hair journey, and for me to get my hair done, it's going to be done quarterly, not every month, not every week, quarterly. And because Tresses is about $175 cool, we're going to build up to that. And currently, I think Tresses has about 15 or 20. So we're going to put 20 more in there, and eventually I will be able to deplete this fund, which will not bother me. We're going to deplete that and then save up for the next quarter. So we've got 40 in Tresses. Medical speaks for itself. Medical is going to be related to my medical expenses. Doctor visits, aka copays, cough syrup if I've ever cough. Currently Currently the medical fund has $10. Putting 20 in there, it'll give it 30. Ow, your girl is booked and busy at the doctor. We have Pretty Wheels. Pretty Wheels is going to be my car. My car is expensive. The cost to maintain it is expensive, and we haven't even gotten to the maintenance. This is going to be the interior. I love a good vacuum. I love a clean car. I judge myself on how I'm doing and how I'm feeling based on my surroundings. And if my surroundings is a mess, likely my mind needs to be decluttered. So right now, Pretty Wheels has 10. So right now, I'm going to keep the 10 in there, and we're going to still put another 20 in there. I have a great detailer. I think I shouted him out on my last video. His name is Dean. I didn't say his name, but Dean only charges $50 for a general detail, and I am mad at it. It's so hard to get a hold of him because everybody and their mama want him because he's so good. But eventually, even if I can't get Dean, it's important to make sure. Oh, I'm shaking again. So sorry, guys. It's important to make sure that you take the time, even if it's just a couple of dollars at the gas station. Vacuum that car out. Keep your car clean as much as you can. Take care of your beast, like my old pastor used to say. Your beast. Emergency has, and please don't be fooled by the thickness of it. We all singles, baby. Script Club. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 in emergency. I love this. Emergency is going to be exactly what it sounds like. Something that's not related to an envelope that I already have stuff. Something I didn't plan for. We're going to pull from this first before we pull to our general savings. And emergency is going to get 20, so that's going to make $31. Yes. Gifts. This is important for me because gifts is for people outside of myself, even though this is the selfish season, but birthdays, baby showers, bat mitzvahs, Kwanzas, quinceañeras, this is going to be what this is. And it also, what I'm going to pull out of there whenever it's time for me to start pulling, which I actually will not do just yet. It's probably going to be a few months before anybody gets a gift from me. It really depends on what's going on in that particular season for me, how much they're going to get, because gifts is for everybody but myself. So 20, they currently had 10 in there. We're going to put 20. So that's going to be $30. Not every week is going to get 20. And not every week is it going to get stuff, because like I said, it's a selfish season. Blame life, blame life, but we're in healing, we're locking in, but I also want to make sure that I give to those who I can give to. Sturdy Wheels, this is going to be related to the vehicle maintenance that I was speaking about. I currently have a maintenance plan, so I don't necessarily have to stuff this every week. So it's important at least that I am cognizant of that for whenever it is time for it. So moving on, last but not least, this is my beautiful big binder. Oh gosh, she's so pretty. This is my my high priority floating funds. Now, floating funds are going to be inclusive of purchases, just much like the previous binder, but these are purchases that you don't need every week, but this is something that you're planning for, like a big purchase of a home, a boat, a golf cart, a man, just playing. These are going to be the purchases for that. This is what this is. And right now, my first priority is always going to be my apartment. Aside from savings, apartment. Currently, it has $20. I would like to move out of here with at least $5,000, if not a little bit more, in apartment for a down payment, a deposit, furniture, odds and ends, whatever I need. So we're going to put $100 in apartment. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry guys, I'm still getting used to not putting my arms down. I've probably been shaking this whole video. But we have 40, so 100, that makes 140. So we got 140 going into apartment. All right. We have big savings up next. Big savings is exactly what it sounds like. Savings. No name, no face, just faceless savings just for me for rainy day, whatever it has to happen. Especially when I get a home, if something breaks down, I want to be able to have some type of home savings for to replace like a compressor for an AC, repave my driveway, add a pool, whatever. I'm expecting all of that. But right now we got 40, so we're going to put 20 in there. So we've got 60 going into big savings. And last but not least, after I put this into big savings, we have our future home, the purchase of the down payment for a home, closing costs, a lawyer, a cleaner, whoever. This is going to be future home expenses. So currently we have 20 in there, and I put another 20 in there, so that's 40. So we're going to put 40 in here. Excuse me. Yeah, well, all together. Hey, am I still in frame? Struggling with my little envelopes. What's going on, girl? Put it in. $40. This is such an important envelope to me. I always get almost emotional every time I see it, because there was once a time in my life where I used to be like, well, I'll just rent. I don't need a house. That's for everybody else. Which is basically coded as fear, because I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that I could maintain a house. I didn't think a home was for me. Why not? Why everybody else getting everybody coming up and doing what they can do? Even though homes, you know, can be expensive. It's a cost in itself to just maintain a home, keep your home, pay the mortgage. Everybody just thinks about mortgage, but you know, when you get a home, if something breaks down, you gotta fix it. And that in itself just made me think, everybody else can do this. That's not me. That's crazy. That's crazy, crazy thinking. And if anything, we need to start thinking about our future. We have one life to live. And my future looks like I have a home. And that's what it's going to be. That's going to be my reality. So Here I go shaking again. Let me get off the desk. But I'm just so excited that you guys made it to the end. I have one little quote for you, which is don't quit for today. Think about your future. Think about what you want. Nothing is too hard. If you want to do it, work hard for it. And I'm working hard to get out of debt, to pay my bills off, and to have some savings. And if all that interests you, please, I would love a like, a comment, or a subscription. If that's not what you want just yet, no pressure. But eventually, if it makes you happy, go ahead and subscribe, because we love to get a subscriber count out. But I want to do it organically. I don't want to just make you guys subscribe just for the sake of subscription. But if it really speaks to you and it speaks to your heart, please, we would love a subscription. With all that being said, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Happy savings, happy life, and God bless. Mwah.